Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 42 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Just checking out what's going on today, and I first off noticed that my dusts and gems chest is rather full. I'm thinking I should probably upgrade this chest. Well, unfortunately I can't upgrade it any more than it already is, so I'm going to separate some stuff out. What I'm going to do is grab myself about 8 of these guys, and how are we doing in here? This thing is pretty full as well. I have another solution for the the bars chest, but for this guy, yeah, we can get some gold and combine them like so. And now we've got a gold chest, which should be good. I'll hold on to a gold chest for now, and we'll see if we need more in a bit. So give me a few minutes here to figure out exactly how I want to sort this whole mess out, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, on second thought, I originally said why don't I just get another gold chest, but that's just going to compound the problem a little bit more than I want to. So instead I'm going to take a different approach. Some of you guys saw me use the carpenter last season to create a nice little crating system. I think I have a better approach than what I used in season 3, and I'd like to start crating up some of my items for bigger storage. So what I'll do here is go ahead and get some coal, some redstone, some lapis, some apatite. I don't know what the deal is with Nikolite. Nikolite is supposed to be crateable. There's a crated Nikolite thing in here, but it doesn't seem to work. So I gotta ask Sengir what's up with that. But I'll bug him next time I see him. For now, however, I would like to go ahead and start working on the crating system that I have in mind here. So in order to do that, I'm gonna need some more carpenters. And you guys saw me make a carpenter earlier. It's just a whole bunch of bronze. So I'm gonna make, let's say, 8 of them for now, and then I'll be back in a few when I'm ready. And there we go. 8 carpenters ready to roll. Go ahead and place my metals back in here. Now I'm going to need quite a few items here logistics-wise, but hopefully this should be a rather quick build, because there's another thing I'd like to get to this episode as well, and I'm hoping I can manage it. But I'm going to need some stone transports, some basic logistics pipes. I'm going to need some extractor modules, probably Mark II extractors, some item sinks. I'm going to need quite a few modules, as a matter of fact. Let's see, what other goodies do we got in here that I'm going to need? Probably some conductive pipes and some waterproof piping. Definitely going to need a good amount of waterproof piping. Let's take some beeswax and get some more pipe waterproofing, because we're going to need a good amount of that. Yep, we're going to have a good time with this build, I'm sure. So give me a few to get all the items I need situated, and I'm sure I'll forget something somewhere, and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start building this little crating system right over here. Now I'm going to need one type of, let's see what kind of mess I can make underground here. Looks like I found some clay, which means I'm probably pretty darn close to a, whatchamacallit area. A bunch of water and whatnot. So that might be a problem, but yep, seawater. Ha, told you. Alright, let's get out of here and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into with, hey, who's attacking me? Oh, it's a skeleton. How are you, my friend? Let's get out of here. So, gonna need to deal with that. A little bit of clay. Probably made a little mess downstairs, but we'll figure it out. For now, let's get back inside and see what we found. Didn't mess up my infinite water pool, I hope, or nothing? Nah, we're fine. Cool. Good. Well, I think this should probably be pretty close to enough room. We'll see if we need any more. Make sure it's nice and lit up for you guys. I know there's clay here. I'm not worried about it. So, what do I have in mind? Let's see. Well, I want to place down carpenters in what I'm going to call, I don't know, some kind of weird pattern. Let's try placing one. Where exactly do I want these? Do I want them along this wall here? Might not be a bad idea. So maybe place a carpenter like so. Give me one sec. Alright guys, so I've cleared out a big chunk of area here that should hopefully, do a good job of doing this auto crafting boxing system here. I've moved a few things around, and I also made sure I had all the supplies I needed. I made myself an extra carpenter, and I started testing making crates, and I'm going to show you guys how to make some crates now. You can see I've got a few in here. That's fine. Don't worry, I'm going to need them all. I'm going to get rid of this guy here, this fermenter that I have sitting here. See you later, fermenter. And I also knocked off some of the pipes up top here. The reason to get rid of the fermenter is everybody keeps telling me I only need one fermenter because the fermenter will take as much energy as it can, and the more energy it gets, the faster it runs. So really no reason to have two. So let's go ahead and replace it with another carpenter here. And in the carpenter, I'm going to get about 4 pieces of wood together and tell them that 4 pieces of wood creates 24 crates. You guys just saw a bunch of crates sitting here, didn't you? Perfect. So I've got 24 crates ready to roll. I'm going to need another piece of wood real quick just to demonstrate this, and also to teach what's going to be a crafting pipe in a moment. So let's get ourselves a crafting logistics pipe. And I've also got some suppliers here and some logistics and a new type of pipe I'm about to show you. But let's get our crafting going here. Crafting logistics pipe. And open up with the wrench on this guy. Let's put our wrench here, why not? And we'll say that 4 pieces of wood yields 24 crates. And the reason I'm putting this pipe on the side here is that you have to put your items in the side in your carpenter. Along the top is where you'll want to put items into this slot, and this slot I believe is the bottom, but that's not a big deal. So basically what we should be able to do now is come over here and request about 24 crates. So let's do that. So 24 request. And we should find this guy over here getting 4 pieces of wood. The has conditional light triggers turning on our machines there. And then 24 crates should get created in the carpenter. It works like an automatic crafting table, and it'll spit them all out and send them back over here where I requested them from. Awesome. So far, so good. So now we should have about 48 crates, and they're going to go into that chest back over there where I had some stuff a minute ago. Right in there. So I did wind up moving this guy, but I've got a plan for everything, don't worry. Now up top here, I want to run over and connect back up the supplier logistics pipe that I had from earlier. You can see I knocked that off, admittedly a little bit by mistake. So saplings and fertilizer. Do I have any of you guys in my bag here? I probably don't. No, that's not a big deal. Let's get over here and steal some. So I think we were keeping about 6 fertilizer and about 10 saplings. So let's re-hook that up with our wrench. Ta-da! 6 and 10. So that should satisfy that thing, which will be good. But now there's a minor problem. What I would have to do if I wanted to run a pipe along here is place a basic logistics pipe, which is a little expensive. If I put a basic pipe here, you can see that it's got an intersection going here, and we don't want items going into the top of our carpenter. That'll mess stuff up. So instead I'm going to use what's called a sand pipe, and you can see the recipe for a sand pipe is a pair of sandstone and a piece of glass in the middle there. And the sand pipe will only connect to other pipes, not machines. So you can see that now I don't have to worry about that little intersection being there. Sand pipe saves me. Thank you, Mr. Sandpipe. Awesome. And then I can start running more piping over this direction where I'm going to have this cool little auto boxing area is basically what I'll call it. I'm going to place down, let's say, how do I want to do this exactly? I'm thinking right along here at first, and the reason I made it so far deep is I might want to expand this area in the future, but for now I think we're cool. I'm going to put 4 of these guys right here, and then along the top some cobble as a temporary placement, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So far you guys should be following me, I think. Is that right? Is that how I want to do this, or am I noobing it up again? I might be noobing it up. I think I am. Alright, give me a minute, I have to change something. Alright, think I know what I want to do now. Let's see if I'm right. I want to put down 8 of these guys in a row. So something along these lines? Yeah, but maybe I want to expand out one more layer here just because I want to have all 8 in a row at first. So the reason for all 8 in a row, I'll show you guys in a moment. There's a good reason for it, I assure you. Basically, like I said, if you want to put crates in your machines, they have to go in the top slot. So we're going to have to put our crates in the top, and that's what we're going to have to do. So I needed the top of the line here clear. Along the back, I'm going to run some golden conductive waterproof pipes, or golden waterproof pipes, yeah, that's it, because all your carpenters need water to function, which is not a terribly hard resource to gather. There we go, carpenters getting water. They should all be pretty satisfied at the moment. And then along the tops here are where my supplier pipes are going to be. So let's do this. You know what? Actually, only need to supply about half of these guys with crates. So let's do this. Yeah, this works. Where's my carpenters? This'll do. Cool. Alright, so let's do like that. So I'm going to want some supplier logistics and some stone piping here. Let's do it out like this. This was the supplier, right? Yes, supplier logistics pipes goes along the top. Cool. And yeah, I like the looks of that, I think. Or do I want it to be a little different? For now, I'm putting my crates in my forestry chest, which is nice and full now. But this way, I can come over here, and I think I wanted to save a little bit of those crates, didn't I? I want to save, let's say, 24 of them. That's a good round number, because that's how many you craft at a time. I'm going to say items to keep stocked, 24 on each of these. And it should all pull out of that forestry chest up there before creating more, so that shouldn't be an issue. But cool. Crates, good to go. So everything should be filtering through to here pretty quickly. Awesome. So we've got 24 here, and then we should start fulfilling this guy's request of 24. And again, you have to place them on the top in order for your crates to land in the top slot here. Good. So far, so good. Alright guys, I know I said I wasn't going to do this too much, but I need to do it this time because I really need an extra ender pearl real quick, and I just didn't feel like going outside to kill endermen for it. I need to craft myself a pair of ender chests, and the reason for that will become apparent in just a moment. I assure you, it won't be... well, it's going to be weird, but you'll get it. You'll see. Trust me. You know what, I'm going to need 2. So I'll craft up these ender chests and be right back. Alright guys, here's the deal. What I'd like to do is have all, let's say, coal for the time being right now. And I'm going to grab a stack of coal just to demonstrate this. And you'll see why I need the ender chests in just a moment. I want to set up a routing system as follows. Let's put a logistics module right here into this chest, and we'll get the fermenter out of there for now because that's really not what's going to be in there long term. And I'm going to say that this gets an item sync module, and in the item sync module I want all coal to head this direction. Okay, and then what I'd want to do with that coal is eject it and send it over to my carpenters. And in the carpenter, let's go with the first one, the most left right one here. We'll do 9 pieces of coal, yields what's called a crated coal. So it's a way to stack your coal together into crates. So now I've got 1 item that represents 9 items, so we can compress things down to 9-to-1 ratio, which is cool. But the problem herein is with the chest. If a stack of coal lands in the item over here, it's going to be a problem. And I'll demonstrate why that is in just a moment. What I'm going to do is put down this guy here, and I'm going to put another basic logistics pipe all along the front of these guys. Cool? Awesome. And the basic logistics pipe will do something along these lines. We're going to put in here another item sync module for coal, and that looks cool. And then we want an extractor module to pull out the side, which is the default, but I'll put side just for sure. Alright, so what should happen now is any coal entering this system will do what? Well, it's going to come up from this direction, it's going to come down here to this intersection, and it'll try and find the nearest item sync pipe requesting coal, which is this one. Okay, this item sync module would take it. And the reason we're doing this, I said, is because if you tried to put a stack of coal in here all at once, really what's going to actually happen, and this is the biggest nuisance of all, but a stack of coal inside this carpenter will, like, all 64 will go here. But if you put one at a time in, it goes here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and all the way around. And that'll work better. So we can't have a stack showing up at once. So that's why we need this chest buffer here. Okay, but the problem there is that with the chest buffer, if I put my extractor module in here, it's going to extract a piece of coal, hit this pipe, realize that the nearest destination for coal in a basic logistics pipe or item sync is right here, and then we're going to have a problem. So instead of doing this with this stuff here, I'm going to go with a basic logistics pipe, because all this guy needs to do is accept stuff. And over here, come on. I really should carry more stuff on me. I need this guy. And I chose the color green, green, green. Why not? This is for forestry, so green, green, and green. So I'm going to have an ender chest here, and with my wrench, I'm going to say coal, this is your basic route. Cool. So that all coal that shows up is going to land in here in the requested item slot. Excellent. Then down here, probably somewhere like this, I don't know, we'll see. Where do I want to put this guy? Well, I might be extending this forward some more, so let's put him in here, somewhere like this. And I found water. So, is there water above here? Yeah, there is. That's okay. I can solve this. Much better. And I'll meet you guys back downstairs. I think I can get down through here. There we go. Much better. And I'll place a torch up here so you can see what I'm doing. This is why I almost always have torches in that slot. Cool. And let's put our ender chest right here with the green, green, green symbol. 1, 2, 3. And then on this side, we'll put our basic logistics. And I could do this with a redstone engine and a wooden pipe, but I like logistics pipes. Extractor module Mark II, and it doesn't matter what side you extract from. And then I'm going to run some, basic piping right over to here. There we go. So what should happen now is it's going to get pumped out here by the extractor module, any coal that lands in this green chest, because both chests are the same, and it'll find the nearest logistic pipe requesting coal, which will be this guy, the item sync module requesting coal. So hopefully, if this is all correct, we should be in some pretty good shape here. The only other thing to do is get ourselves some extra coal. So, we'll see what happens. Give me a sec. Let's test it, right? So hopefully, if I put right in here the rest of the coal that I have on me, it should all get routed down through the system. You can see it heading off in this direction, and it's going to come land in this chest over here. Come on, coal. Where are you? You didn't get down here already, did you? Oh, derp. It landed over here, as a matter of fact. That's okay. We'll solve that in a moment. For now, the best way to resolve this, I guess, is to take the polymorphic item sync out. There we go. Don't worry. Problem will be averted in a moment. So coal goes in there, and now it should route its way through the system. So there goes my coal. It's going to come all the way down here because that polymorphic doesn't exist anymore. It's going to land in this chest because of the default route. Oh, I need to fix that thing back there. And then over here, we're going to start extracting one at a time. And the default route is going to place them all inside this guy. Cool. And this little mechanism here is going to start filling up with coal all the way around. One item at a time, working perfectly. So now I got to get some power going to these things. And I guess the best way to do that would probably be under the floor. So let's do something like this. Can I manage this? I hope so. I'm going to need some power pipes, golden conductives, and we want to basically run straight down here. Yeah, this will work. You guys might not be able to see exactly what I'm doing, but don't worry, I'll try and make it as visible as possible. So we're going to need some power going to these guys. Didn't want to do that, so let's put this thing back in place. Is that going to be a problem too? Yeah, it is. Not a problem though, not too big of a problem, because my golden conductive piping there will take care of it. See, it holds the water in. So we should be able to put our pipes like so, and run them down through here. So just running some power over to my carpenters, which will all be doing some cool stuff. So there we go. They've all got power now. This thing's in my way. Now they should all be getting power. Awesome. And this thing's all still doing his thing. And I got to solve a little bit of a logistics routing problem in the back there. Let me fix this issue that I made a minute ago. I'll be right back. There we go. Much cleaner. Alright, so now we should be getting power. All I need to do is activate my engines. And power should zip down the line there and start running these guys. Hey look, a crate just showed up. and it should head over to my default route because it doesn't know what to do with crates. And then going forward, any further crates needed here will be taken care of. So what I'm going to do next is teach my system the other things that I want to crate up. I'm probably going to want to crate up some redstone, and let's do lapis and apatite for now. So let's head over back here and teach these machines the same tricks. Redstone, of course, being redstone all like this here. And we're also going to need lapis over here. And this guy can be, what did I say, apatite? Cool. So now we should be creating all our stuff as soon as I tell them that this guy is an item sync module with a default route for redstone and an extractor module. This guy is an item sync module with a default route for lapis, right? That's what I did there. And an extractor module. I did lapis over here, right? Yep. And then this guy was apatite. This guy can be apatite, but that's not where you go. Extractor module, item sync, apatite, good. Everything should be getting power. Everything should be extracting after it crafts. We should be good. So let's see how right I am about that. I should be able to run over here and take care of this. All this stuff should be dumped in here. Let's see. Lapis. No, wait. Come back here. One more thing I forgot to teach. This guy should also be a default route for apatite, redstone, and lapis. Cool. So now, whenever apatite, redstone, or lapis lands in my chest, they should get routed appropriately. Let's see what happens. You guys route all the way down to here, where you'll land in this chest, because it's the closest one, remember. And then over here, all our items should start showing up. And it's going to extract one item every second, but that's fine. That's plenty. And it should start creating everything for me, and doing a pretty good job of it at that. And the item gets extracted and sent along the line. So I'm going to let that happen for a few minutes, and I'll be right back. And you know what, guys? I think I changed my mind here. A redstone engine is going to be way faster than one item per second, so I'm going to do that. Redstone engine with a wooden pipe should be the exact same process, really. So I should be able to do this and this. And that's going to take a minute to heat up, but once it heats up all the way, it's going to function a lot faster. So while I'm waiting for this guy to heat up, he's going to run more than an item per second. I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to need another basic logistics pipe. I'm going to break the connection here. There you are. And maybe what I should do even to speed things up going through this line is put a basic here. That should route things a little faster. Once they hit that basic there, they're going to zip through. Right? Yes. So maybe not put a basic here. Let's make this guy normal. I'm making a mess, I'm sure. But what I will want to do is come back here. Well, how do I want to do this? You know what I could do? Let's do this. Where's my sand pipes? Coming along here, because that's an intersection, but it's also a logistics pipe now. And then I'm going to place crafting logistics pipes, like so. Sweet. And the crafting logistics pipes are going to be used to do the following cool tricks. Let's make sure that we've got enough of everything here. We're going to move this and put the lapis next. I want to make sure I have enough crates of everything. By the way, I'm going to put my polymorphic item sync back in here and open up this chest and place my crates inside. So I got crated apatite, coal, and redstone, and I should be getting lapis any moment now. Should be, hey, there it is, cool. So let's get that guy done. Over here, I just want to place lapis right in here. Now everything should route properly, but I'm going to want one of each. So I'll be back in a moment once I get one more crated lapis. Alright, now my crafting system is going to be the same. So what I do, coal, redstone, and lapis, and apatite. So here I'm going to place a thing in here. This will be coal, and what I'm going to say, 1 crated coal yields 9 coal. And this guy will tell it that 1 crated redstone yields 9 redstone. This guy was lapis, right? Yeah. We'll say 1 crated lapis yields 9 lapis. And this guy will say 1 crated apatite yields 9 apatite. Cool. And then to really send this stuff home, we're going to want to do crated redstone, which is going to go here. And note that 1 crated redstone yields 9 redstone. So we're basically just building uncraters here. There we go, carpenter. Oh, no, wait, this was coal. Yeah, and that's what I did here too, wasn't it? Yeah, coal. Ha, derp. All right, there we go. Coal, redstone, lapis, and apatite. Awesome. So now, once I request an item, let's say I request 9 redstone, and I don't have any redstone in this chest anymore. Hopefully, all my redstone going forward will now be crated. When I request 9 redstone, it's going to request 1 crated redstone out of this chest using the provider module. It's going to send it over to the uncrater, open it up, and then send the 9 redstone to me. But we'll see that in a few minutes. What I'm going to do is let this redstone engine over here heat up a little bit. Is he still running slow? Yeah, dude, he is. Alright, I can speed that up a little faster. What do I got in here? A steam? That'll do. I'm just going to make this guy run a little bit quicker without having to wait. Do I have any levers on me? Since you guys always yell at me for wasting levers. There we go, with 1 coal coke in there. So the steam engine here is going to speed up the redstone engine. So note that we're definitely running faster than 1 item per second already at green stage. Wait till you see what happens when we're at the orange/red stage. Almost there. There's orange. Definitely faster. Going to turn this off when we hit red. Come on, 1 more pulse or so. There it is. Cool. Don't really need you anymore either. Alright, so now let's clean up our system. What I'm going to do is clean up my inventory and be right back. Alright, so let's give it a try by crating up almost all our coal. This should be fun to see. So if I put all this coal in here, what should happen is it should all route down to the basement for me. And come right in here to this chest. Oh, wait, nope. Huh, derp. Forgot. I put my module back in here. So we want to undo this, get this polymorph out of here for 1 more moment. That's okay, not a big deal. We'll put the polymorph back in a minute. Alright, coal, you're coming with me. And maybe 1 more, because we should be able to fit all this in here, maybe? Well, not necessarily. We'll bring it down here, because I don't want to overload this chest. So now you can see a bunch of items getting pulled out and sent along this pipe here. See? Look how quickly they're getting pulled out of there. Definitely more than 1 per second, I think. We'll see. And it should be crating up pretty quickly for us. There it goes. Awesome. So I'm going to let all this crating happen off camera, because watching that go would be like watching paint dry. And I'll be back in a few once it's done. Okay, looking good. Made a good dent in this. It's definitely taken a little bit of time to process all this coal, but not a problem. Keeping up with it. And normally that wouldn't be the case. You'd usually only get a few pieces of coal at once, not like, 100 or 1,000, which is I think the case that I got. So now let's request ourselves some coal. If you check in our system here, is it going to be listed on this page, or where is it at? Maybe down here some? Yeah, we have 0 coal available on our system. But don't worry, we've got, if we look up here, a bunch of boxes of coal, or crates of coal. We've got about 50 of them. So if I were to request, let's say 20, or let's do 10. Sure, why not? Now remember, it's 9 pieces of coal per crate. So what this should do, if I request it, or no, wait, where am I? I want to hit coal first. Request, successful. 2 crates should head off in this direction and get uncrated. Ta-da, there they go. And then they get uncrated, and 1 item at a time heads off in that direction. But note that 1 piece of coal is going to head down this route right here and landed right in that chest. Or at least it should have. Or no, a few pieces should have. So if I check in my miner's backpack, because that's probably where my coal went, I got the 10 I requested. Awesome. And a few extra probably went into this chest. Cool. Let's try it one more time just to be sure. Let's do, 11. Why not? If we come over here, we should see coal landing in this chest after a second or two. Somewhere. Well, you know what? No, it probably bounced its way back into here. That's what it did. Excess coal will land in this carpenter. Yeah, that's what happened. Cool. Let's try that one more time. So any excess that I requested 11, it uncrates 18. The remaining 7 should land in this carpenter right here. So let's watch. Should get a bunch at once. See, yeah, it just put a bunch in there. So that's the excess coal gets landed right in there. So that works even better than I expected it to. Perfect. And guys, I'm sorry to say, but this feels like a pretty good wrapping up point for this episode. So I'm happy to have a nice automatic crating system. I'm going to spend some time off camera crating up all my redstone and apatite and all that other cool stuff. Lapis, whatnot. I did find out that we can't crate Nikolite just yet. But it's something that's being worked on, so hopefully in the future I'll be able to crate up Nikolite, but that's not an issue. I might eventually even add some crating for obsidian or something if I really start to get out of control with the amount of obsidian I have, but like I had a ridiculous amount of coal, and redstone and lapis is starting to become a problem as well. So this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 42 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys brought your towels along with you, and take it easy.